Now that we have the fundamentals down, let's talk about specific verb tenses in the SAT. There are about 12 verb tenses in the English language, but you don't have to know all of them. SAT will only test about 6 verb tenses, and among them, we'll be learning about these verb tenses because there's nothing new about simple past or the simple future verb tense that we don't already know. So when do we use simple present? Simple present is used to show a fact or something such as action or event that happens regularly. For example, the sentence "I run to school every day" shows an action that happens all the time. In the sentence "Michael Jackson is one of the greatest musicians," it simply presents a fact. What is more important about simple present tense in the SAT is the second usage, this one right here. Understand that the simple present can be used to express the future. For example, in the sentence "I have a test tomorrow," even though I'm writing in the present tense, I'm still trying to express a future event. Likewise, in the sentence "I hope you receive the admission letter from that college," I'm making use of the present tense to express future events. The present perfect tense is composed of have or has plus PP, the past participles, and we use it to show something such as action or event that happened in the unspecific past. For example, in the sentence "I have seen snow" or "I have studied," I'm talking about an event or action that happened sometime in the past. But the most important thing to remember about this verb tense is that even though I'm talking about a past event, as you've learned in the previous lesson, this is still a present tense because the first part of the verb, have. For the SAT, following two usages of present perfect is more important. We can also use the present perfect to show an action that began in the past and continues in the present. For example, "I have been married to Jane for 4 years" suggests that I married her 4 years ago and I'm still married to her at the moment. Likewise, the sentence "I have loved her since 2008" suggests that I loved her from 2008 until now, and it's a still ongoing action. The present perfect can also express an action that began in the past and finishes in the present. For example, in the sentence "Scientists have long believed that X influences Y," this is a belief that the science had up until now, but is no longer valid. One final tip to remember regarding present perfect is use of signal words such as for, since, over, and from. These words will often tell you that present perfect is needed. The past perfect tense, which is composed of the verb had and past participle, is used to show an event that happened first when there are other past events. For example, the sentence "I didn't have a pencil because Mike has stolen mine," the past perfect tense shows us which event happened first. Like the present perfect tense, the past perfect tense also has a signal word. The word by often tells us that past perfect is needed. Finally, for the SAT, you have to know the difference between the verb would and will. The helping verb would has many usages, but for the SAT, all you have to know is that the would is the past form of the verb will, expressing future events in the past tense. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about mixing verb tenses. So before you move on, please make sure to review all the concepts that you have learned today.